welcome you. My name is Jeff Cairns. I'm the president of the Rotary Club here at Madison. And I like to joke that I missed a meeting, so therefore I got elected and got to serve this year. But our other two presidents are here in the next couple of years. I'd like to welcome you because this is an opportunity just to recognize these outstanding students and the community that supports them, not only families, but administrators, and we want to just make sure that we recognize everybody in that. We've got a little agenda today. Everybody should probably see one of these on their seat. We're going to talk a little bit about a Peace Award, and then we're going to talk about a dictionary program that we're doing. I think I've communicated with a couple of the elementary school teachers about that. We have a youth leadership program that we're doing within the high school. So we actually have a student who is a master at RILA, the Rotary Youth Leadership Award. Then we're going to talk about the programs very briefly about what we do in high school so the younger students know what's available to them later on. We'll talk about the VISTA program very briefly also. So we have a Rotaract club within the VISTA organization over here. So not everybody knows about that. And then we'll talk about the scholarships that we do at the high school level. Before we start, I'd like to invite Robert Friend to come up. Robert's actually the architect of this whole program, from start to finish. What, for how many years have you been doing it?
I can't remember.
Yeah. 35, 40 years? No, about 15 years. 15 years that we have on this program. So we're going to talk a little bit about the Peace Program. Robert is from our club, but he's also district governor, so he's kind of like our boss. So what they do is they, at the next level, there's a bunch of clubs under the district, and Robert's been leading that for everybody in a real outstanding fashion. Robert?
Well, and you're outstanding yourself. And we'll talk more about that. But it's great to see you all for this really special day. I met each one of the winners, and I got to tell you, I'm impressed just having had connected with them for a moment. But I want to talk a little bit about something that is really special to our district right now. It's called Opus for Peace, creating harmony, inspiring wellness, and embracing diversity through the fusion of the arts. Our Rotary International President, Stephanie Yurchik, when I first heard her chat about her vision for the year this year, 2024-25, she talked about positive peace. And so the natural progression of that is unification through the arts. And it's a great way of imposing listening and getting people connected in very special ways around the uniqueness of the work that we listen to every day through the television, through the movie theaters, through performances, through art on the wall, the spoken word. And this club has done something really special, and I want to introduce Sophie Hellenick, who has done an outstanding job doing a program here in the Madison school systems. We have an extraordinary program that connects right here. So, Sophie, it's all yours.
So, as part of our Peace Project initiative, the Rotary Madison Club launched an anti-bullying campaign to encourage self-reflection and give our youth a voice. We invited students in Madison to participate in an art contest, empowering them to express their experience with kindness and unkindness through creativity. Our flyers were distributed throughout the town and in school to spread the word. Each participant was asked to create a storyboard consisting of 3 posters answering thought-provoking questions designed to inspire reflection and connection. The first poster was answering the question, how does it feel when I am in an unkind space? That's the first poster. The second poster, how does it feel when I am in a kind space? And the last one is, how does it feel when I am kind? To ensure inclusivity, the participant could have used any artistic medium: drawing, collage, painting, or digital art on a simple 4x4 format. The submissions revealed a powerful range of emotions, from withdrawal and sadness in response to unkindness, and smile and laugh in moments of kindness. Often, we don't fully grasp the impact of unkindness on others, nor the lasting scars it can create. This project is a meaningful step towards fostering both inner and community peace, highlighting the importance of empathy and awareness in building a more compassionate world. Thank you.
And the winner of this poster is Alana George from grade 5. She cannot be with us today, so we would like to thank the school for helping us coordinate this wonderful peace project.
So I get to talk about the dictionary program. The history and memory that I have is all 4 kids went to school, got their dictionaries in 3rd grade, and they still have them today, and they have them on their bookshelf so they can get them. Same thing with the grandkids. So we're going to do this next week, 1 o'clock and at 2 o'clock. We'll have a little team. We've got all the dictionaries already bought. One of our members went and bought all the dictionaries and put a little sticker on there that talks about the 4-way test and what Rotary is, etc. So we have all the dictionaries in hand, and we'll be presenting those next week. And we've been doing this for a number of years, I think well over 50 years. So this is something for, as Robert will say later, perpetuity, right? Yeah. So I'd like to introduce Susan. Susan Wagner is the president before I joined. She also runs the Interact Club, or coordinates the running of the Interact Club in the high school, and the RILA program, the Rotary Youth Leadership Program.
Hi, everyone. So right now, we're going to talk a little bit about RILA, which is Rotary's Youth Leadership Program, which is an outstanding program that we'd love anyone who's, once you're a sophomore through a senior, wants to attend. Please, please, please let us know, because it's just great. And we're very lucky to have Georgia Cohen here today, who has actually attended 3 sessions. And she's going to tell us a little bit about how it has impacted her life and what she really felt about the program. Georgia, can I step up, please?
Hello everyone, my name is Georgia Cohen and I'm a senior at Daniel Hand High School. I just completed my 3rd RILA conference, and the past 2 have been as a group leader and facilitator. About a year ago, I had the incredible opportunity to attend RILA as a participant, and I was honored to be asked to return as a facilitator. To say that RILA was life-changing would be an understatement. Through the conference, I learned how to embrace my leadership skills, show empathy, support others, and see the world from new perspectives. By being a group leader, I've had the opportunity to share RILA with so many more people. I've worked with guidance counselors at hand to bring this experience to more people from Madison so their lives can be changed like mine. Growing up in Madison, RILA introduced me to the experiences and stories I had never encountered before, shared by people from all across the state. But above all, the greatest gift RILA has given me is the people. The group of facilitators has become like a family to me, and I know I'm not alone in saying that. Everyone who comes to RILA feels the strength of that bond. It is something truly special, and I will forever be grateful for it. Thank you.
So RILA, just so you know, is held at Camp Hazen in Chester, and it's a long weekend, Friday through Sunday, and the young adults, I should say, are kept there. They don't really have any other interference, and they're just there working on the programs that RILA has put together and Rotary has put together. It's wonderful. And then the other thing I just wanted to tell you a little bit about is our Interact Club at the high school. So the Interact Club are for young people ages 12 to 18, and the benefits and the intent is to help develop leadership skills, and also discovering the power of our motto, service above self. The benefits are that they take actions to make a difference in the school and community. They help to discover new cultures and promote international understanding, and they become leaders in the school and community. These are the benefits that we try to work towards. Interact clubs do try to do at least 2 projects a year that help to support either the school or the community. I know the current Interact club just became involved in, I believe it's called the Mental Health Day that they just had last week, and they were very involved in putting that together. There are also, so Interact is just like Rotary, there are, hundreds of thousands of participants. So they have the ability to interact with other students around the world. So it's really global, it's local, and it's global, which is what I love about it. So once again, anyone who's going to be entering high school, please look into the Interact Club, contact us, or contact, right now, the advisor is Mr. Davey Brines. But once again, it's a wonderful, wonderful club, and then you can go to RILA, and you can do all kinds of wonderful things. So thank you very much.
So the next part is Rotaract, which Michael Perry will be able to talk about. Michael was, in fact, last year the Volunteer of the Year, Member of the Year, Rotaract Vista. Mike?
Excellent, thank you so much. I first want to congratulate the students, because without your excellence, we wouldn't have this opportunity to get together tonight. So thank you very much. As Interact is for high school students, Rotaract is for young professionals or college students. There's a Yale Rotaract, there's a Quinnipiac Rotaract, and Rotaract is for young professionals or college students, and it brings the values of Rotary to them. It was a while back through some associations with Vista Life and Innovations, a great organization in town that works with people not with disabilities, but with special abilities. And it helps teach them how to live on their own, how to be independent, and we thought what a great way to have an organization that we build and start a Rotaract club there, and we did. We were very fortunate because we've had 9 people now in the group. We've helped them with food drives, shoe drives, coat drives. They help us with events that we do. We started our own garden because part of their programming is they learn about nutrition. They learn how to prepare meals for themselves. And we were able to give out over 100 pounds worth of vegetables last year to the Vista Rotaract school and community. What's nice when you think about this, we were fortunate to have Stephanie Yurchik, the president, come, because we are the only Rotaract organization that deals with people with disabilities. And that's pretty amazing when you think there are more Rotaract clubs in more countries than there are countries in the United Nations. And there are only 2 organizations in the United Nations that are not countries, and that's the Red Cross and Rotary. So this is another way that we give back to the community and we help youth. Thank you very much, and congratulations again to our students.
And our past president and current treasurer, Robin, would like to talk a little bit about the scholarships that we've got available.
But I wanted to just give you a quick bit of information about the other ways that the Madison Rotary Club supports education. Education is one of the 7 areas of focus of Rotary. And in the past few years, our club has really stepped up its game. We've been, the last few years, providing 4 $2,500 scholarships annually at the high school, 2 for traditional academic programs, either associate's or bachelor's degree programs. And then we added 2 specifically for the trades and technical training. So for students who might not necessarily be looking at a 4-year college, but wanting to continue their education, we felt it was important to find ways to support them. Most recently this year, we're very, very excited to be presenting another $2,500 scholarship in memory of Jim Satterwhite. Jim was an amazing member of our community and an amazing member of the Rotary Club. He valued education, but also very significantly service, and he lived it every day. And so we're really pleased to be able to be providing a scholarship this year that recognizes a student who's done exceptional things in terms of community service. And we're excited to let everyone know that this will be a scholarship that will be continuing, hopefully, as long as any of us are around. So for those of you young people who obviously care about service, we'll be looking for your application when you get to be a senior. We had 21 applicants this year in our first year doing this, and they were all amazing. So I don't know how we're ever going to pick one, but we'll be looking at ways to continue to develop those funds as well in the future. So if you see Jim Satterwhite Scholarship named, do think about reaching into your pocket and adding a little bit to that fund. Thank you so much.
So how do we get this money and how do we take care of it? So basically our mission is to serve, to raise money, to give it away. So that's as short and sweet as I can say it, because essentially what we're trying to do is figure out how we can use our own time and effort to raise some money and give it away. We do that through the carnival. So everybody, I think, pretty much knows when the carnival happens. It's usually pretty well attended. Sometimes we have a rain date, but please come out, participate. We do it two ways. One is we get ticket sales, some from ticket sales. We also raise money through sponsorship. So we're 100% transparent on all that. And then we take requests from the local charities and nonprofits for any type of donation that we make to them. And then we actually have a fund set aside for scholarships and that type of thing. So next slide, please. That'd be important to know. This is Paul Harris. He's the guy who started Rotary in 1914 in Chicago. I actually walked his old office about a year ago when my daughter was working in Chicago. But this is really what we're talking about. So it is, how do you achieve results, right? So it's not about a whole lot of talk. It's about actions and doing as many actions as you can. So in this particular case, even though we're talking a lot right now, so you're probably wondering what I'm talking about. The idea is that this guy was really focused on actions, and so we try to carry that through in just about every venue that we've got. So we've got another slide. So at this time, we're going to get into the Student of the Year. Robert has orchestrated this and modified it and improved it every year. So as you can tell, he's an incredible orator, and I'd like to turn this over to Robert to start the program.
Thank you. I've got to say, wow. For those of you who come to this every year, you know that we have in the past broken it up. So, and you winners don't know this because you haven't been here before. We typically do it in the club meeting in the morning, and we're doing it during our club meeting. But Jeff had this incredible idea of making this a bigger, better thing. So I'm going to give Jeff credit for bringing this all together. So I don't know why we didn't think about this earlier.
I think it's the superintendent that said we're also battling with standardized testing.
That could.
So it's a good idea.
Great minds, right? Well, I want to welcome all Rotarians and teachers, administrators, parents, and friends. Welcome to our 15th annual Rotary Madison Student of the Year Award ceremony. It's a joyful gathering to bring together students from Ryerson, Jeffrey, Brown, Polson, and Daniel Hand High School. And we honor their outstanding achievements. We honor their inspiring leadership and their deep commitment to community service, which is so, so important.
Today's
wait a minute. I need to introduce these two individuals. You've met them before, but I just want to, Lisa Daniel, who is standing next to me, is going to be president of our club next year. So give her a round of applause.
Thank you.
And you met Connor earlier. The three of us will be the dog and pony show as we go through these awards. Go ahead, Lisa.
Alrighty. Today's ceremony recognizes 5 individuals who not only performed well academically, but who are also leaders in their school community. We should all be very proud of their leadership and also their achievements and their commitment to good citizenship at school and in the community. When we call your name, we would like to ask each of our recipients to join us center stage in front of our Rotarians and our guests.
It is with great honor that we introduce to you this year's recipients of the 2024-2025 Madison Rotary Student of the Year Award.
From Jeffrey Elementary School, please recognize Dana Ortiz Zambrano.
From Ryerson Elementary School, please recognize Margaret May Axtmeyer.
From Brown Intermediate School, please recognize Nora Clark.
And from Paulson Middle School, please recognize Isabel Baddick.
And from Daniel Hand High School, please recognize Paige Pirelli. You know, in order to determine those individuals to get this award, we set some criteria. Now, we don't pick the winner. We depend on the administration of every school to put this all together and bring this home to their students, because they know them better than we do. But we do set a criteria, and the criteria is based on something that every Rotarian has embraced as a mantra, a standard that we hold for ourselves, both professionally and personally as individuals. And I would like to ask, well, actually, that's you. Go ahead.
Okay. For those of you who are visiting with us for the first time, Jeff Cairns, Madison Rotary President, will lead all Rotarians and guests in our Rotary four-way test.
So you can tell we got
did that.
prepared for this a little bit. We put it up here, we put it up here, we put it in the bulletin, we gave them coins. So if you would, just please join me. We'll do this one more time afterwards. And I'll say, of the things we think, say, or do, is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill or better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? And we added, while having fun.
You know, in your own right, you all are Rotarians, and you're all living the four-way test. And I know that because I spoke to each of you beforehand, and what you each told me was something uniquely special about how you hold yourselves and how you care about other people, and also where you're heading in life. So we'll be sharing that later, but I just wanted to say that. Now, at this point, we're going to ask you to go back to your seats, but don't get comfortable, because there's more to come. So you can go ahead and sit down.
Before we continue with our presentation, we would like to take a brief moment to recognize a beloved pair of Rotarians who are champions in our community, particularly as advocates for the youth of Madison. Art and Linda Criddle were stalwart Rotarians of the Madison Rotary Club. Linda served as one of the club's first woman presidents, and Art was one of the leaders of our district in implementing Rotary in the schools.
Art Criddle was the engine who developed the Madison Rotary Interact Club at Daniel Hand High School into one of the largest and most active clubs on campus. With well over 100 members, you could not turn to an event without seeing Interact and Daniel Hand High School students volunteering and helping out.
Art and Linda were leaders of our club and our Southern Rotary District, and Art's work was admired from clubs all over the district because this was the go-to Interact operation. You know, Art had joy and passion in what he did with the students. I know that my daughter was on the executive board for Interact when she was at Hand, and they had board meetings at his house every other Sunday, and they had projects every week. There was a calendar of events, and it was just so amazing and impressive what he brought to the table. And just seeing his picture up there, I know for all of our Rotarians who knew him and those in the room that knew him, it just brings something special to your heart because he just cared so much about giving back and making sure every student got value from everything they did. We lost Art in December of 2020. He was a dear friend to many of us, a mentor to many of us, and really we hold him close to our heart. At this point, we'd like to ask anybody in the room who has something they'd like to share about Art. We'd love to have that. And I'm going to turn to, let's see, Ken. Ken, are you here? Yes. Ken, can you stand up and give us some, you're one of our long-standing members, and give us some.
I think you told me the other day that I've been here for 49 years. So I went home and looked in the mirror and I said, yes, may I help you? But no, I knew Art. I was in the club when Art came along. I think he was originally in a club in Pennsylvania, in Lancaster County, Pennsylvania. and we worked together. At that time, as a matter of fact, the Rotary Club was sending exchange students overseas and bringing students in from overseas, so we were very busy doing that, and I was taking care of that, I think, and Art came along, and he became involved immediately, and when the Interact program started, he took it by the reins, and away he went. He lived here in Madison, down south of Liberty Street, and he did have people over to his house all the time, and I know that I would stop after he retired and was unable to come to the meetings, and we would talk about the different clubs and activities that were going on, and I would ensure him that we were alive and well and carrying on his legacy.
Thank you, Ken Monroe. Appreciate that. You know, to get a educator's perspective, Frank Henderson, I told you I would call on you. So you knew Art pretty well, right?
Sure. Years ago, I worked at Daniel Hand High School, and I'll never forget, he organized these huge events. I was a new assistant principal. It was a Friday night. We oversold the tickets by a couple hundred. I looked at him, and he looked at me and said, "Don't worry, the kids are fine." He loved the kids. He would do anything for the kids, and I've been coming to this every year you've had it, and we certainly miss Mr. Criddle and his wife. They were both amazing Rotarians, but they cared about Han, they cared about Madison, and they loved the fact that we brought this to the elementary school. So thank you.
Thank you so much. You know, it's always good to take a moment and recognize certain people who make an impact, and, you know, we look forward to that every year. So, again, keep Art in your heart today.
Over the past 15 years, the Madison Public School System has played a major role in the success of our annual Student of the Year award program. The leadership of the Superintendent's Office in Madison Public Schools' recognition of the important role our students play, not just in the classroom, but in the community, to support the goals and objectives of this award.
Now, we would like to ask Superintendent Craig Cook and all of the other school representatives to please join us in the front of the room.
Yes, that means all of you, please. Please. Superintendent Cook, we didn't get a chance to say hello at the beginning in the right way, but hello. We welcome you back to the Madison Rotary. I think this is your fourth ceremony, is that right?
Yes.
Maybe? Yeah, fourth, I got it right, all right. We've had an exemplary relationship with your office over the many, many years, and it's great to be able to celebrate and recognize the students of this very special award through your office. And in commemoration of the Madison Rotary School's ongoing support of Rotary, we commemorate this day by offering you your fourth service coin. Now, I know that you've got a stack on your desk already, but come on up here, President Jeff. And it's time to, oh, you want me, I can't mute it. I can go here. There we go. Now it's back to the main screen. Sorry. Yeah.
I figured it out. No. Oh, I thought I did. How did you go on the?
It's okay.
Oh, it fell off.
I changed the slide. We're good. You know what? There's a slat there. You slide it over. No, slide. There's a.
I found a helper.
All right. Oh, she's gonna hold it. Okay, good.
Does it go in your stack? How many do you have? More. From here.
And to Rebecca Frost from Jeffrey Elementary. Kelly Spooner and Stacy Parenti from Ryerson Elementary, Frank Henderson from Brown Intermediate School, Catherine Hart and Marissa Susi from Polson Middle School, and Anthony Saluteri, Brian Bodner, and Melanie Wichter from Daniel Hand High School. We thank all of you for the excellent work and leadership you instill in our students through the year. Your work is so important to the success of all Madison students. Thank you for your hard work and pursuit of excellence.
So I'd like to ask you, Craig, would you mind saying a few words to?
I would love to.
Okay,
Yes,
great.
thank you. Yeah.
please.
Thank you, and thank you to Rotary for having us here today. You know, you give me a coin, and I'm trying to catch Mr. Henderson on the number of coins he has, but you also give him a coin every time you give me a coin. So he reminds me every time I go into his office at Brown School that he has more coins than me. So I don't think I'm ever going to catch him. But thank you. This is a great event. You know, this is beautiful that it comes together. So we did this for a couple of reasons. One, our students Madison students hate missing school. So when we would bring them out of school and they would miss school, I see some shaking heads out there. Thank you if you're just playing that, I understand. But so we didn't want them to miss school. And then also, what a great event for our younger students to see our older students, and our older students to see our younger students receive these awards. So I think it's just really a great event. So thank you so much for doing this, and just a great idea to bring everybody together for the first time in a while anyway. But also, I will say that partnerships to a school district are so important. So you can't have a great school district without partnerships. And I really do feel we have a great school district here in Madison. And partnerships are so important to that. You just saw that $12,500 will be given out to seniors at Daniel Hand at our scholarship night. I mean, just how tremendous is that? We all know that college is not cheap, and so any way that we can assist families in that pursuit is just tremendous. But then also all the things throughout the school year with dictionaries, with support on really anything we need. This is a partnership that I feel, and I hope they feel as well. Anything that I would need throughout the school, I could make a phone call, and I'd have Rotarians right there to support me. And I always feel that way, and I hope they feel the same. And it's just a great partnership that our students benefit, and I think that's the theme as well, you know, that you hear throughout today, is that our students benefit from this partnership. So that's what makes it so worthwhile. So thank you for having us. Thank you for our school teachers and administrators for being here. This is great. So thank you.
Thanks, Craig.
Thank you, Superintendent Cook. Now, on with the program. We would now like to present our 2023-2024 Student of the Year Award, well, 24-25 Student of the Year Awards. Little typo there. I would ask that when we call your name, that each honoree step forward to be recognized.
All right. So I had the opportunity to, I'm going to give you all a heads up. I had an opportunity to talk to every one of the recipients beforehand. So when we start giving these out, I'm going to jump in and give some personal notes. And I've shared this with Connor and Lisa because it's amazing to me where each of these students are going. But we're going to start with this. Will Dana Ortiz Zambrano please come forward? So I sat down with Dana very briefly as we were all coming in, and my question to her was, well, where are you going to be in like 30 years? And she's going to be a doctor because she wants to help people. I mean, to have that vision and focus at your age is just amazing. And I want you to know that as we go through this day and share, you're going to hear this one after the other. Her favorite subject, math. So what a great combination. So I just want to recognize Dana Ortiz Zambrano from Jeffrey Elementary School. Dana is a third grader and is joined by her parents, Norma Zambrano and Alex Ortiz, and her brother Sebastian, and school principal Rebecca Frost. Did I get everyone? I'm not missing any. Mrs. Sarth. Thank you. I'm looking at the wrong sheet. All right, wait a minute. I got other stuff here. Hold on a second. So I've got Mrs. Sarr, and I also have Leslie Lopez, who's the translator. She's the Spanish teacher, and she teaches English to Spanish-speaking community members. I did the best I could. English second language. There we go. All right. So Dana Ortiz Zambrano was the unanimous choice for this year's Rotary Student of the Year Award at Jeffrey Elementary School. Her classroom teacher, related arts instructor, TESOL teacher, and school counselor all wholeheartedly agreed Dana exemplifies the spirit of this honor. In a grade filled with talented leaders and dedicated students, Dana shines with a quiet brilliance. Her positive attitude, compassionate heart, and unwavering willingness to help others sets her apart. Whether in the classroom, on the playground, or in the community, Dana's presence is one of kindness and integrity. Dana is a model student who leads by example. She follows directions promptly, works diligently, and consistently gives her best effort. But her impact goes far beyond academics. She is the first to reach out to classmates who needs a friend, the one who offers help without being asked, and the student who ensures that everyone feels welcome and valued. That's extraordinary. At home, Dana brings that same sense of care and responsibility. She cares for her baby brother, and she shares homemade baked goods with the elderly neighbors in her community, a gesture that speaks volumes about her character. Dana's scholarship, leadership, and compassion make her an extraordinary young individual. We are proud to celebrate her as Jeffrey Elementary School's Rotary Student of the Year. I'm going to do that again. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Dana Ortiz Zambrano. So I would like to ask Rebecca and Mary Beth to come on up here and say a few words on her behalf, and then we'll hear from Dana.
We asked Senora Lopez to join us, and she'll be translating for Dana's family so they can hear all these wonderful words we have to say about Dana. I am Dana's TESOL teacher. I work with the students in Madison who speak another language at home and need support learning English.
Buenas tardes. Esta es la señora Sar, es la maestra de enseñando inglés a hablantes de otros idiomas de Dana y trabaja con los estudiantes en Madison que hablan otro idioma en casa y necesitan apoyo para aprender inglés.
I am so lucky. I met Dana as soon as she started in Madison and worked with her very often that first year. I have also become acquainted with her family, her parents, her brother Sebastian, and she wouldn't want me to leave out her baby brother Alex. This is a very strong family that supports each other, and I know their role in Dana's life helps her to be the student that she is.
Así que tengo suerte. Conocí a Dana tan pronto como empezó en Madison y trabajé con ella muy y a menudo ese primer año. También me he familiarizado con su familia, sus padres, su hermano mayor Sebastián, que es un estudiante en Polson, Dana, y ella no quería que dejara fuera a su hermano pequeño, Alex. Esta es una familia muy fuerte que se apoya en todos y sé que su papel en la vida de Dana le ayuda a ser la estudiante que es.
It was clear from the very beginning that Dana is special. She's serious and hardworking student. She is a deep thinker, which often leads to many challenging conversations. Dana thinks about the world at a much deeper level than most third graders. She often challenges me to stop, consider, and I have to research information so that I can answer her questions. But most importantly, she is caring and kind.
Estaba claro desde el principio que Dana es especial. Ella es una estudiante seria y trabajadora. Ella es una pensadora profunda que a menudo conduce a muchas conversaciones de alto nivel. Dana piensa en el mundo y a un nivel mucho más profundo que la mayoría de los estudiantes de tercer grado. A menudo desafía a parar, considerar y investigar la información para poder responder a sus preguntas. Pero lo más importante es que Dana es cariñosa y amable.
She does not need me as much now, but I do continue to support her English acquisition, and this allows me to watch her shine. Her third grade teacher, Holly Marullo, nominated her for this award. Holly could not be here with us today, but she shared this about Dana. Dana stands out, not just among this class, but among all the students I have ever taught. Her work ethic and empathy for others is unlike any other third graders. At various points throughout the year, Dana has sought out extra help on concepts we are learning in class. She has asked me to give her extra practice problems in a notebook that she keeps specially for this purpose, and has asked me to keep working on something with her even when it's recess time. She has a huge heart and goes the extra mile to ensure that those around her feel included. Dana has told me before that she wants to be a doctor, and I know that with her strong work ethic and huge heart, she will be whatever she sets her mind to.
Ahora no me necesita tanto, pero sigo apoyando su aprendizaje de inglés y eso me permite verla brillar. La maestra de tercer grado de Dana, la señora Marullo, la nominó para este premio. La señora Marullo no pudo estar aquí, con nosotros hoy, pero compartió estos pensamientos sobre Dana. Dana se destaca no solo entre esta clase, sino entre todos los estudiantes que he enseñado. Su ética de trabajo y empatía por los demás es diferente a cualquier otro estudiante del tercer grado. En varios momentos a lo largo del año, Dana ha buscado ayuda adicional en conceptos que estamos aprendiendo en clase. Ella me ha pedido que le dé sus problemas de práctica extra en un cuaderno que ella guarda específicamente para este propósito. Y me ha pedido que siga trabajando en algo con ella, inclusive cuando es tiempo de recreo. Ella tiene un corazón enorme y va más allá para asegurarse de que los que la ruedan se sienten incluidos. Dana me ha dicho antes que quiere ser médica y sé que con su fuerte ética de trabajo y enorme corazón será todo lo que se proponga. Muchísimas gracias.
Good evening, everyone. It's truly my honor and privilege to say a few words about our Dana this evening. She's one of the shining stars of our school. And you have to know that from the moment Dana walked through the doors of Jeffrey School, she definitely stood out. Not because she was loud or needed attention, but because of her quiet determination, her bright mind, her warm, generous spirit. Dana was born in Ecuador, and she lived there until she was the age of 5 and came here to the United States and did kindergarten and first grade in the Clinton Public Schools, correct? Branford. And then came to us in second grade, still learning how to read English, just starting out. And you have a little girl here that has come from learning how to read in a matter of 2.5 years. Now she's going to give a speech in English. So that says a little bit about Dana, actually a lot about Dana.
Okay. Es verdaderamente, perdón, es una palabra muy larga, un honor y un privilegio hablarles hoy sobre una de las estrellas brillantes de nuestra escuela, Dana Ortiz Zambrero, nuestra estudiante rotaria de tercer grado este año. Desde el momento que Dana entró a las puertas de Jeffrey, ¿sí?, en nuestra escuela, no porque fuera la más ruidosa o buscara atención, sino por su callada determinación, su mente brillante y su espíritu cálido y generoso. Dana nació en Ecuador y llegó a los Estados Unidos a la edad de 5 años. Imagínese el valor que se necesita para que una niña salga del país de su nacimiento y comenzar de nuevo en un nuevo lugar, rodeada de un nuevo idioma y cultura. Dana enfrentó este desafío con fuerza y gracia mucho más allá de sus años.
Dana is a student who genuinely cares for others. She helps her classmates without being asked, offers encouragement to those who struggle, and leads with kindness. Her teachers often speak about her thoughtfulness, her willingness to include others, and her joyful presence in the classroom.
Pero lo que realmente distingue a Dana y lo que le hace tan merecedora de este reconocimiento rotario no es solo su excelencia académica, es su corazón. Dana es una estudiante que realmente se preocupa por los demás. Ella ayuda a sus compañeros de clase sin que se les pregunta, ofrece aliento a los que luchan y lidera con amabilidad.
Outside of school, Dana is just as remarkable. She is deeply devoted to her wonderful family and often helps her mother with caring for her younger brother. Her strong family values and sense of responsibility shine through everything she does. I can say with confidence that Dana lives the Rotary four-way test principles every day. Her honesty, fairness, and commitment to the well-being of others make her not just an exceptional student, but a role model really for us all. Congratulations, Dana. We are so proud of you.
Fuera de la escuela, Dana es igual de notable. Ella está profundamente dedicada a su familia y a menudo ayuda a su madre con el cuidado de su hermano menor. Además, mientras pensamos en la prueba de los 4 días del Club Rotario, ¿sí? Puede decir que confianza que Dana vive estos principios todos los días. Su honestidad, justicia y compromiso con el bienestar de los demás la convierte no solo en una estudiante excepcional, sino en un modelo a seguir para todos nosotros. Felicitaciones, Dana. Estamos muy orgullosos de ti y el futuro es más brillante gracias a estudiantes como tú. Gracias.
Thank you. So now is the time that you get to speak, but we don't have a box for you to stand on. So I'm going to move this over here. Why don't you stand to the right here? And I think it will. Well, you got it'll get your voice. Go ahead. Right there. Go ahead.
Good afternoon, everyone. To start, I want to thank the Rotary Club for leading this event. There's people that I will carry in my heart. They are my teachers and my principal. They help me to get better every day and have a lot of patience with me. This award is dedicated to you, teachers. My final message is, who does not live to serve, does not serve to live. This Mother Teresa inspired me to say this message.
That was beautiful. That was beautiful. You're a beautiful girl, and we want to thank you. We want to thank you and also your administrators and your teachers, and they bring a lot to you, but you bring so much to the world. And we need you to sit down right now, but don't get comfortable, okay? Congratulations.
Will Margaret May Axmeyer please join us center stage?
So, Lisa will continue in a moment, but I had the chance to talk to her prior to the beginning of this, and she wants to be a pediatrician. And her favorite subject, second one for math. And just really impressive. Impressive young lady. Go ahead.
Okay. Our second honoree is May Axmeyer from Ryerson Elementary School. May is a third grader and is joined by her mother and father, Hillary and Alfredo, her third grade teacher, Stacy Parenti, and Ryerson Elementary School principal, Kelly Spooner. It is with great pride that the Madison Rotary Club presents the Student of the Year Award to a truly exceptional young leader from Ryerson Elementary School, Margaret Axmeyer, known and loved by all as May. May embodies the spirit of Rotary, service above self. With a heart full of compassion and a deep commitment to giving back, whether participating in local food drives, beach cleanups, or riding the Closer to Free event, I love that event. For the past 8 years, May consistently shows up for her community. Her passion for helping others stems from a deeply personal place. When her own family faced illness, it was the kindness and generosity of the community that carried them through. Now, May dedicates herself to paying that kindness forward. With her school, May is a natural leader. She's an active member of the KHR Unified Leadership Team, demonstrating not just teamwork, but empathy, patience, and inclusion. Her classmates and teachers alike recognize May for her warm smile, her willingness to help, and her ability to lift up everyone around her. May approaches everything she does with unwavering dedication. Her strong work ethic and drive to give 100% are matched by a clear sense of purpose. She aspires to become a pediatrician, a goal perfectly suited to her nurturing and determined nature. The Ryerson community has no doubt that May's future will be filled with success, service, and joy. We are honored to recognize her today as Ryerson Elementary School's Rotary Student of the Year. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you May Axmeyer. Will Stacy Parenti and Principal Kelly Spooner please join us for some comments?
I'm going to share a quick little story, May. So every year, when it's my students' birthdays, I do an acrostic poem. And for those of you who don't know, an acrostic poem is you take their name and then you write some adjectives about them. And, May goes by May. So she said to me, Ms. Parenti, when she's a forward thinker, when you do my poster, can you use Margaret? So give me more adjectives. May, it's very easy to think of adjectives for you. So I would happily do that for you. It's such a joy to recognize May as Rotary Student of the Year. In third grade, we focus a lot on multiplication, editing and revising, reading, etc. But May goes above and beyond the standards of third grade. She's a true leader in our classroom. Her work ethic sets the bar very high for our classroom. She takes every assignment seriously, and it's clear that doing her best work is always on the forefront of her mind. She is an amazing role model for her peers and has such a kind way about her, always willing to help her teachers and her classmates. Motivation and the eagerness to learn come easily for May, which makes teaching her such a joy. May goes above and beyond outside of the school as well. She has worked on projects for her community and cares deeply about helping others, so much so that she wants to be a pediatrician when she gets older. Thank you for making our classroom such a better place every day, May, and congratulations to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you to the Rotarians for inviting us and continuing this important partnership. To the Axmeyer family and to all the families tonight who get to hear all the wonderful things about their children. I celebrate it with all of you. How fun as a parent. But for Ryerson is so proud to have May receive this Rotary Award. May's actions speak volumes about her leadership and her dedication to others. She is a vital member of our unified sports and leadership team programs. She consistently shows others what it means to lead with compassion. Whether on the field or in the classroom, May is someone others naturally turn to. May is kind, inclusive, and always ready to lend a helping hand. May's kindergarten teacher, Mrs. Ackerman, shared, even in kindergarten, May had a special gift for noticing who needed a friend or a helping hand. Whether it was comforting a classmate who felt sad, offering to share supplies, or cheering someone on, May was always there to offer her support. Her kindness and warm smile made our classroom a happier, more welcoming place for everyone. May's commitment to service extends well beyond school, from participating in food drives and beach cleanups to being a loyal supporter of the Closer to Free ride for nearly a decade. Her generosity is deeply rooted in personal experience. Having witnessed firsthand the power of community support during a challenging time in her family's life, she now strives to pay it forward with kindness. May's leadership is quiet but powerful, marked by genuine care for others, thoughtful actions, and a consistent desire to bring people together. Teachers and peers alike admire her positive energy and tireless spirit. Whether helping a teammate or brightening someone's day with a simple smile, this student leads by example. Mrs. Santoro, May's first grade teacher, shared, "Like the elephant she loves, May is strong, wise, and deeply caring. When she was in my first grade class, she already stood tall in spirit, thoughtful, gentle, and brave. She brought her smarts and her strong sense of self to everything that she did, always working in a way that felt right for her. Elephants never forget, and I will never forget May." With strong sense of responsibility and a heart full of purpose, May approaches every task with determination. Her dream of becoming a pediatrician reflects the very qualities we see in her each and every day: empathy, intelligence, and a desire to make the world a better place. At Ryerson, we are inspired by May's unwavering commitment to kindness and excellence. Her future is sure to be filled with meaningful impact and well-deserved success. As May's second grade teacher, Mrs. Chin, shared, "Spend just a little time with May, and you will find a young girl with such depth in her heart and a deep, reflective nature, both qualities that show us how special this Rotary Student of the Year is." May shares her deep thinking with grace and maturity, honoring her own needs while lifting up those around her. May is a student who will continue to be a role model for others on how we can all make our days brighter and better. Thank you. Congratulations, May.
May, would you like to say a few words? All righty. Here you go. I think you could, there you go.
Thank you, Rotary, for this award. I am very proud of myself, and in the future, it will remind me to always be kind and help others. And I would not have this amazing award without my amazing teachers.
Thank you, May.
All right, will Nora Clark please join us at center stage?
So I just want you to take a peek at, as I tell you where they're going and how extraordinary that is. So Nora wants to be a teacher. She wants to teach kindergartners. Yes. And her favorite subject?
Our third honoree is Nora Clark from Brown Intermediate School. Nora is a fifth grader and is joined by her parents Stephanie and Sean, her sister Emma, and her brother Landon, her grandparents Linda and Edward, along with the Brown Intermediate School principal, Mr. Frank Henderson. Nora Clark is an exemplary student, teammate, and friend, someone who embodies the very best qualities of leadership, kindness, and perseverance. Nora's peers and teachers alike describe her as welcoming, helpful, and always ready to lend a hand. Whether she's supporting classmates in the classroom or offering encouragement on the field, Nora brings warmth and sincerity to each interaction. Her consistent positivity and ever-present smile brighten every space she enters. Highly regarded by teachers, Nora was enthusiastically endorsed for this honor. She is known for her strong work ethic, active classroom engagement, and impressive ability to persevere through challenges with grace and determination. Nora gives her all in every academic endeavor, showing focus and drive far beyond her years. Outside the classroom, Nora is a passionate athlete participating in basketball, soccer, and lacrosse. She is the youngest of three in the Clark family and deeply cherishes time spent with both her immediate and extended family. Nora is a constant ally to her peers. She is widely respected for her empathy, compassion, and inclusive spirit, qualities that make her a true teammate both on and off the field. We are proud to celebrate Nora Clark as Brown Intermediate School's Rotary Student of the Year, a young leader whose heart, humility, and hard work inspire everyone around her. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Nora Clark. Will Brown Intermediate School Principal, Mr. Frank Henderson, please step up?
Once again, thanks for having us. I've been here from the start, and so have you, Robert. So how about a round of applause for this guy? He's been doing it forever. Always does a tremendous job. And I'd like to congratulate all the recipients. We have a strong group here, so it's really nice to see all these young people doing so well. Congratulations. You know, like all of the administrators and teachers and committee groups, the hardest thing about these in our schools is choosing one person. All the principals will tell you that. We have so many wonderful kids and talented kids and kids who support each other. And so when you see our students, like Nora and others, you know that they're really special because we have so many great kids, but someone like Nora stands out. Nora looked at me today and said, you know, I thought it was a special occasion today. And I said, don't worry, I'll put a tie on later. I walked in, she said, I see you wore a tie. I said, yeah, keeping close tabs on me. You know, if we had a school full of Noras, I probably wouldn't have a job. The day would go smoothly. The kids would interact all nice with each other. People would help each other out. That's who she is. But fortunate for me, we don't have a bunch of Noras. We have a lot of them. She's one of those students who, when you know, as adults, if I'm having a bad day or something's going wrong, I might just wander by her class because I know what I'll get. Hey, Mr. Henderson, how you doing? How's your day? Good, Nora. Thanks. So you go from here to here, and that's who she is. Mrs. Warner, her homeroom teacher, talks about her. And this morning we were talking, unfortunately she couldn't be here tonight with some childcare. But I said, you know, what about Nora? What would you share? She said, every day she's just always ready to learn. She's so polite, respectful, kind, and nice. Now, full disclosure, Nora's homeroom, let's just say, isn't filled with some of the most focused people. Would you agree, Nora? That's as far as we'll go. Not that they aren't wonderful kids. There's a lot of kind of Frank Hendersons in there. How's that? And Mrs. Warner said every day Nora goes in there, she'll work in any group, partner up with any student. You never get pushed back to, I don't want to work with him, or I can't do this, or I can't do that. It's always, whatever you need, Ms. Warner, whatever you need, Ms. Leonard, and everybody feels that around her. When you pull out some of the words in the description about Nora Clark, welcoming, enthusiastic, a bright star, shows perseverance, kind, always a smile, hardworking, loves spending time with her family. Even you, Landon, even you. Compassionate. You know, most people would like to hear 2 or 3 of those things about her, but this happens every day with her. So it is with great honor and great pleasure. Maybe we did save the best for last because this will be the last Brown Intermediate School recipient. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to strong, maybe a little small, but mighty. You're on.
I am truly honored to be receiving the Student of the Year Award for Brown Intermediate School. I am very lucky for the incredible support and encouragement that I have received from so many wonderful people. Thank you to my amazing teachers, Mr. Henderson, and all the support staff at Brown School for creating an environment that supports all learners and is a fun place to learn. You not just only teach us to work hard at school, but to be kind, try our hardest, and to never give up. Thank you to the Rotary Club of Madison for supporting the students in our community and recognizing kids like me. We appreciate your ongoing support of Madison youth and your service to our town. Lastly, I would like to thank my family for always believing in me. You always make me feel loved and supported. I am truly honored. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nora, and congratulations. You may sit.
Will Isabel Baddock please join us center stage?
So I had a very interesting conversation with Isabel. And she blew me away because, first of all, she's an artist. And that speaks to Opus for Peace, and that speaks to the world that I live in. And then I said, what kind of art? I said, where are you going in the next 15, 20 years? She says, I'm going to be a rock and roller. So she plays the acoustic guitar and the electric guitar, and she's going to rock us at some point in the future. And I don't know whether I asked you what your favorite subject is in school. Can you share? There's a good answer for you. I'm sorry? Social studies. Okay. So she broke the pattern, but I'm okay with that.
Our fourth honoree is Isabel Baddock from Polson Middle School. Isabel is an 8th grader and is joined by her parents, Teresa and Yale, her brother Christian, her dad's partner, Deanna Felker, and her grandparents, Deidre and Tom. Polson Middle School's 8th grade guidance counselor, Marissa Susi, and Polson Middle School principal, Catherine Hart. It is with great pride and admiration that we honor Isabel Baddock at Polson Middle School Rotary Student of the Year. From the moment you meet Isabel, it's clear she is someone truly special, mature beyond her years, and always placing others before herself. Isabel made an immediate and lasting impact on the Polson community. She leads not with volume, but with presence, offering quiet strength, honesty, and confidence in everything she does. Her authenticity and kindness elevate those around her. A true scholar and well-rounded individual, Isabel successfully balances her academic pursuits with a wide range of extracurricular activities. She approaches her work with curiosity and discipline, consistently demonstrating a respectful and thoughtful demeanor in all her interactions with both peers and adults. Isabel's talents are many. She excels in art, music, and academics, but it is her deep compassion and her sense of responsibility that truly define her. She enriches the school community not only with her skills, but with her unwavering commitment to making a difference. Polson School is a better place because of the 3 years Isabel spent within its walls. And for those lucky enough to know her, there is no doubt that her journey at Daniel Hand High School and beyond will be filled with incredible achievements and continued acts of grace and generosity. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Isabel Baddock. Will 8th grade school counselor Marissa Susi and Polson Middle School principal Catherine Hart join us for some comments?
So it is an honor to honor Isabel here as the Polson Middle School Rotary Student of the Year. Isabel is a remarkably polite and mature young woman who consistently brightens the room with her warm smile and kind demeanor. She's thoughtful and considerate, always putting others before herself. Her dedication to both her academics and community service is evident in her strong leadership and unwavering commitment to making a difference. Over the course of the school year, Isabel has truly developed into an exceptional individual, thriving both academically and personally. She embodies kindness and compassion, always offering support as a loyal friend to those around her. Isabel also serves as the secretary of the Polson Excel Club, playing a key role in organizing and promoting service initiatives that benefit the community, including the Kindness Parade. During this heartwarming event, students walked through town carrying a paper chain of kind remarks and singing uplifting songs to members of the community. As secretary, she sets up meetings, writes the agendas, and keeps all records. Isabel needs no recognition. She just does it all with a smile on her face. Beyond her academic and service-oriented achievements, Isabel is a passionate artist who finds joy in creativity.
She loves art in all its forms and expresses herself through both visual and musical mediums. As a talented guitarist and a lover of music, she brings energy and enthusiasm to everything she does, as demonstrated in her recent performance in the school's talent show. Isabel also participated in the Arts in the Middle Level Conference, where she explored different forms of art and worked alongside students and artists from different districts. Isabel's selflessness, dedication, and artistic spirit make her an outstanding candidate for this honor. She is a shining example of leadership, kindness, and excellence. It has been a privilege to have Isabel at Paulson over the past 3 years, and we have no doubt that she will continue to achieve great things in the future.
Good evening, and a special thank you to Mr. Robert Friend and the Madison Rotary Club. I am truly honored and humbled to receive the Rotary Student of the Year Award. The Rotary Club's commitment to service, leadership, and community inspires me deeply, and I am grateful to be recognized by such a respected organization. This recognition encourages me to keep growing, learning, and giving back. I'd like to thank my parents and my family for their constant support, understanding, and guidance. They've helped shape the person I am today. I'd also like to extend my thanks to Ms. Hart, Ms. Susie, and the Paulson teaching staff for their recognition, as well as the Excel Club of Madison for the invaluable service experience it afforded me. My family, this community, artists, and musicians have helped develop my perspective on the world around me, for which I am grateful. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Isabel.
Wow. We're down to our last one. And I would like to ask Paige Pirelli to please come forward. Paige and I had a great, go ahead, please applause, please. Paige and I had a great conversation beforehand. I asked her where she's heading after her senior year at hand, and she's going to Boston College. So congratulations. And it sounds like you're going to be heading into the engineering world, right? And her favorite subject is math. So there we go, 4 out of 5, not bad. So our fifth and final honoree is Paige Pirelli from Daniel Hand High School. Paige is a graduating senior and is joined by her mother, Christine, her brother, Sean, her grandparents, Diane and Robert. Daniel Hand High School's assistant principals, Brian Bodner and Melanie Witcher, and Daniel Hand High School's principal, TJ Salutary. It is a distinct honor to present Paige Pirelli, a senior at Daniel Hand High School, as the Rotary Club of Madison Student of the Year. Throughout the high school journey, Paige has demonstrated extraordinary academic excellence, consistently thriving in rigorous coursework while displaying an insatiable intellectual curiosity and a steadfast commitment to her education. But Paige's impact extends far beyond the classroom. She is a compassionate leader, a dedicated volunteer, and an inspiring change maker. As the founder and president of the Art Therapy Club, Paige has advanced mental health awareness through creative art-based initiatives. Her leadership has led to meaningful outreach, including friendship bracelets for cancer patients and collaborations with SAVE, Students Against Violence Everywhere, a club to promote wellness and support within the school community. One of Paige's most remarkable efforts is her creation of Helping Hearts, a heartfelt support product for young students grieving the loss of a parent. This initiative showcases her deep empathy, innovative thinking, and unwavering dedication to helping others through difficult times. Paige's contributions have not gone unnoticed. She is a 2-time recipient of the Helping Hands Award, presented to students who make a significant impact in their school and community. She is also a proud member of the National Honor Society and has been recognized with numerous department awards celebrating both her academic achievements and her outstanding character. With her remarkable blend of intellect, leadership, service, and kindness, Paige Pirelli exemplifies the values of Rotary. She is a high-impact student who leaves a lasting impression on everyone she meets. And there is no doubt she will continue to make the world a better place. And with Daniel Hand, Assistant Principal Brian Bodner, and Melanie Witcher, along with Daniel Hand High School Principal TJ Salvatore, please join us for some comments. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Paige Pirelli.
How you doing? Okay. You look super comfortable. Good evening, everyone. My name is TJ Salutare. I'm the principal at Daniel Hand. I'd like to thank the Rotary for the invitation, year 12 for me, which is pretty awesome. What a great event. And I'd like to congratulate Dana, Margaret May, Nora, and Isabel. Like really impressive body of work already in a short period of time in public school, and your speeches were excellent. It's certainly a pleasure to be here, and I always say I have the best job in the town, in the world. I get to work with all of these students because every one of them comes to the high school, which is always really, really exciting. One of our challenges is selecting a student, as Mr. Henderson said, because we have so many really, really outstanding students. But when you look at the four-way test, which is everywhere for you to see right now, and you hear me just expand a little bit on what Mr. Friend shared about Paige, very easy selection for us. Just an incredible young person. Can't believe you're a senior. I'm sure you're saying the same thing as well. And just probably the most challenging part is to try to summarize all Paige has done over her 4 years at Daniel Hand High School. So I'm just going to touch upon a few things. I'd love to ask you, Paige. I'm not going to. What do you think I'm going to say about you? But, you know, academically, very high performing, willing to take very, high-level courses, push beyond her comfort level. As Mr. Friend mentioned, a member and inductee into our National Honor Society, which first and foremost, you need a really high GPA for even consideration. That's one of the 4 pillars. The other 4 pillars that you have to provide significant evidence to a committee that is very critical and does not select everyone that applies is service, leadership, and character. And as a junior, very easily checked every one of those boxes and inducted into National Honor Society, which is just simply an incredible accomplishment. That just gives you a bit of a summary. Paige came to me last year, I believe, and asked if I would write her a letter of recommendation for college. I usually have, 4 or 5 students every year ask, and I usually say, can you send me some information? Tell me what you've been involved in, share your resume with me. I really didn't need anything with Paige. She's done so much, and sat and started writing a letter, and Robert used some of my words. I wrote in my letter, Paige is a high impact person, significant positive impact that is absolutely incredible for any person, let alone a teenager. Her help and support for others has earned her recognition from our entire school community. That's one of the reasons why she has 2 Helping Hands Awards. Those aren't given out by administrators. Those are members of our school community, the student body who nominate students for that particular recognition. And then Mr. Bodner organizes a committee of students who are very critical of each of the nominations and select students who have made a positive impact and are kind and optimistic. So to have 1 of those is outstanding. 2 is even more impressive. So congratulations on those Helping Hand receipt. Also mentioned, president of our Art Therapy Club, a real focus on improving mental health. And, as we move forward, especially after, what COVID did, that's been such a priority. And her work to brighten the lives of people who are dealing with some significant health concerns at Smilo is absolutely incredible. And her work with our SAVE Club, which is Students Against Violence Everywhere, which is a really important club that focuses on proactive efforts to avoid violence in schools is absolutely incredible. One of the projects that she worked on was creating a bulletin board that had stress relief information that students could refer to one of our mental health events, trying to raise awareness to positive mental health and impacting our entire school community. The highlight of some of her work, I believe, was during the independent project course. That's a graduation requirement. Every student needs to take this course and come up with a product or a project. She worked on the Helping Hearts, which was intended and is intended to help students deal with the pressure, anxiety, and stress and sadness of losing a parent. You know, really, really powerful, really personal project. And when she shared it with me, you know, just tear in my eye first and foremost, and I don't cry, you know, tear in my eye, and it really, really incredible. And she asked, you know, can I share this with the district to see if this could become a resource? So Paige met with all of the school counselors in our entire district without any other adults present on her own and shared this incredible resource. And as you can imagine, everyone was really impressed. And now this is part of our school counseling department district-wide to provide support for a student who may have lost a parent. So really, really powerful, and what an incredible, incredible project. It's powerful. It would be an understatement. Paige is a high-impact student person who has really earned the respect of our entire school community. I would consider you a few things, Paige. Impressive academically, a obvious leader, someone willing to embrace a challenge, an incredible role model, optimistic, kind, highly motivated, and simply an impressive young person. When I called her to my office, and you can imagine in high school, not a lot of students are super excited to get called to the principal's office. She had the initial look like, you know, did I do something wrong? And I'm pretty sure you haven't done anything wrong in high school ever, but that's the initial reaction. I had her sit down, Mr. Bodner was with me, and I shared the recognition, and she was just like, thank you, in the most humble way. And I talked to her a little bit about this event, and when you look up behind us at the four-way test, without question, meets and exceeds every one of those particular areas. And Paige, I would like to just thank you for being just the incredible person that you are. Our world would be a far better place with more people like you. You are so well deserving of this. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for those special words. I'm so honored and grateful to accept the Student of the Year award. Being a student in the Madison Public School District is not just about learning how to get good grades and good test scores. For me, it has served as a place where I can be curious, where I can grow as a leader, and most importantly, a place where I can learn how to use my education to help others. I still remember in 3rd grade when the Madison Rotary Club came into my elementary school classroom and handed out a dictionary to each one of the students. I remember there was a picture of a globe on the front, and I got to sign my name on the inside of the cover. The opportunity I have had to learn in such an environment with teachers who inspire me, a principal who supports me, and a town that values my education so strongly is something that I will never take for granted. But I also understand that not everyone in our world has this gift, so as I further my education at Boston College, I will continue to not only learn for myself, but for others. By asking challenging questions and speaking the truth, even when it may be uncomfortable. By being fair and listening to voices that are different from my own. By building friendships rooted in kindness and understanding. And finally, by making choices that are not just good for me, but beneficial for everyone around me as well. These are the values that reflect the Rotary 4-way test, but they're also values that I learned from watching the kind of person that my dad was. I strive every day to keep his memory alive by embodying the qualities that he had. He inspires me to lead with heart, to serve with passion, to live and to learn for those who cannot. Thank you again for this incredible honor. Thank you, Mr. Salutary, Mr. Bodner, the entire Madison School District, and the Madison Rotary Club, and my family for the never-ending support. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, sir, okay. So, you know, you think about what we just heard from these 5 individuals, and I think we know we have a pretty special thing going on in this town. And I want to once again thank all of the administrators and teachers because, you know, the impact that you all provide from the education side has a big play. But then there's the other side of this. And I'd like to ask every recipient of this award to come up, but come up with your parents and have them stand behind you. So please come on up. And let's do it in order of Ryerson, Jeffrey Ryerson, Brian. Special moment. Before we move on to the Student of the Year awards that we're going to bestow upon these incredible individuals, I want to take a moment to honor you all, parents. You know, I think most everyone in this room has had children and knows what you all are inside right now. Particularly those heading off to college, transitioning to high school, moving into the next stage of your journey in elementary school and now heading to intermediate school. These are big moments. And you should all be extremely proud because the fruit doesn't fall far from the tree. And we know that there's a partnership between the school and the family. And you all have done an extraordinary job. And the leadership, care, and commitment that you have given to your children, to Dana, to May, to Nora, to Isabel, and to Paige, are it's just exemplary. And in honor of your commitment, we want to present something special to you because it takes a village, but we need to lead by example, right? So, Jeff, I don't know who's going to do the honors of the moms. Do we know who that is? Jeff? I'd like to have Jeff to come up here. So Jeff, come on up here. We've got something special for the moms. We've got I think, a very, very important and insightful gift of a bouquet of flowers for every mom. And what mom doesn't like to get flowers, right? And well deserved. And with that, we would like to bestow upon each one of you, because we talked about the 4-way test. We talk about that it's our mantra, it's how we live our professional and personal lives. It's what we go for to fulfill our mission in life. And it's pretty powerful. We just finished the 4-way test speech contest here in our district, and to see the winners and to kind of connect it to what's happening here today, we are rich with joy around what these young adults are bringing to the table. So each of you, we're going to give a coin, the same coin that your children got, but you're each going to get one to remind you of the impact that the 4-way test speech contest has, 4-way test has on each of you and your family. Lisa, you're up.
And now for the final presentation of the Student of the Year Award. So Dana, that's for you. Margaret, May, Nora, Paige, We would like to honor each of you with a special framed certificate that you may keep at home signifying today's honor as Student of the Year. The commendation from the Madison Rotary Club reads, "In recognition of your excellent leadership, high achievement, and your devotion to good citizenship, both in the school and in the Madison community. The Rotary Club of Madison, Connecticut," and the Rotary Club of Madison, Connecticut.
We would now like to ask Diane DeVries, one of our newest club members, to share a second special honor that we would like to bestow upon all of you.
At Rotary, we do a tremendous amount of community service, both internationally and in the Shoreline community. As a very special honor and in commemoration of your Student of the Year award today, the Rotary Club of Madison, Connecticut would like to make a $100 contribution in your name to the charity of your choice. Before you leave here today, please let us know which charitable institution you would like to designate, and we will send a formal notification to you when this gift has been made in your name.
So there was a little typo because the person that was going to do this couldn't make it. So Diane was slipped in here, but there's a reason why she was, because you met Lisa, who's going to be next year's president. Diane is going to be president the year after next. So she's been a while with us for a while. So thank you. I think that's right. Last, the Student of the Year Award is a commemoration that will live in perpetuity. I need to say that word again, perpetuity. So I'm speaking to the 5 winners. Who can give me the definition of perpetuity? And I'll lean away from these 2. Let's start with these 3. Do you know what perpetuity means? You? No? Continuing? Forever. So what's about to happen is that you may already know this, but some of you may not. We produce a plaque for your school, and it goes on your school wall. And we can go back 15 years, and we know who won this award 15 years ago. And 15 years from now, when a 3rd grader, a 5th grader, and a senior in high school come to your school, they're going to see your name on that plaque. This is pretty amazing. As we talked about earlier, I was talking with TJ and Craig earlier, Superintendent Cook, that this doesn't happen but once every year, and there's only going to be one winner of every school. So I just want you all to take a second and step back and get the broadness of this. It's a very, very special honor. And you all are 5 amazing individuals. Let's get the plaques up here. Let's have the kid hold the plaque. There you go. That's it.
So Dana, May, Nora, Isabel, and Paige, on behalf of the Rotary Club of Madison, Connecticut, a heartfelt congratulations to each of you, your parents, and the teachers and administrators from your school. Enjoy this very special day. Anyone want to take photos?
Yeah. Make sure those are up for photos, everybody. Now, this concludes our Student of the Year award ceremony. All parents and award recipients, please stay behind for further photos. At this time, I would like to ask our Rotary Club President-elect nominee, Diane DeVries, to close the meeting with our 4-way test.
Of the things we think, say, or do, is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? While having fun.